Welcome to Hedge and Haven, your VIP ticket to the elite world of billionaires, hedge funds, and game-changing wealth strategies. Today, we're blasting off into a cosmic trend that's got the 1% buzzing. Why are billionaires like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Richard Branson pouring billions into space in 2025? The global space economy is projected to hit $1.8 trillion by 2035, and the ultra-wealthy are racing to dominate it. Is this a bubble ready to burst, or the ultimate wealth-building frontier? We're diving deep into their strategies, the risks, and how you, yes, you, can invest in this galactic gold rush, whether you're in the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, France, Norway, Switzerland, or Denmark. From SpaceX's Starship to asteroid mining, we've got the insider scoop you won't find on mainstream news. So, strap in and let's explore the final frontier of finance. First, let's break down why space is the new Wall Street. In 2025, the space economy is booming, driven by satellite networks, space tourism, and resource extraction. Morgan Stanley estimates annual revenues of $600 billion, with 60% from commercial ventures. Elon Musk's SpaceX leads the pack, valued at $200 billion, launching 80% of global payloads. Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin is scaling suborbital tourism, with tickets fetching $500,000 a pop. Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic is selling $450,000 seats, and Jared Isaacman's Polaris program is pushing private spacewalks. Why the frenzy? Space offers what Earth can't: infinite resources. Asteroid mining could unlock $100 trillion in minerals like platinum, per Goldman Sachs. Plus, satellite internet, like SpaceX's Starlink, with 7,000 satellites, promises $50 billion in annual revenue by 2030. But it's not just profit. Billionaires see space as a hedge against Earth's risks: climate change, resource depletion, even geopolitical chaos. If the S&P 500's at 28 PE and tech's wobbling, space is their moonshot. Now let's talk strategy. Billionaires aren't just throwing cash at rockets. They're playing a long game. Musk's SpaceX is vertically integrated, building everything from engines to satellites, slashing costs to $90 million per launch. Compare that to NASA's $1 billion shuttle launches. Bezos is betting on infrastructure. Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket aims to rival SpaceX, and his Kuiper project will launch 3,200 satellites to compete with Starlink. Branson's focusing on luxury, targeting high-net-worth thrill seekers. Meanwhile, hedge funds like Baupost and Citadel are quietly backing space startups. $20 billion in VC funding hit the sector in 2024 alone. The catch? Space is high risk. Rocket failures, like Blue Origin's 2024 test crash, wipe out millions. Regulatory hurdles, like FAA delays, stall launches. And competition is fierce. China's Tiangong station and India's lunar plans are closing the gap. Yet billionaires are undeterred, betting on first-mover advantage. So what's driving this in 2025? Let's zoom in on the macro trends. First, tech's overvaluation. NVIDIA's $3.5 trillion market cap is shaky, pushes capital to new frontiers. Space tech's PE ratios are lower, around 20 per Barclays. Second, AI is supercharging space. AI-driven satellites like those from Planet Labs process $10 billion in geospatial data yearly. Third, geopolitics. US-China tensions make space a strategic battleground, with $50 billion in Pentagon contracts up for grabs. Fourth, luxury demand. $1 million space vacations are the new yacht for the ultra-rich. But risks loom large. The Kessler syndrome, space debris collisions, could ground missions. Plus, legal gray zones, like who owns asteroid minerals, spark disputes. Still, billionaires like Musk thrive in chaos, using their cash to lobby for favorable laws, like the 2025 Space Act easing mining rights. Let's get to the juicy part. How can you invest? Space isn't just for billionaires. Retail investors can join the race. First, public companies. SpaceX is private, but you can buy Lockheed Martin or Boeing, both with $10 billion space divisions. ETFs like ARKX, RRK Space Exploration, give exposure to 30 space stocks, up 25% in 2024. For UK and Germany viewers, iShares StoxX Europe 600 Aerospace Tracks, Thales and Airbus. Second, startups. Crowdfunding platforms like Seed Invest let you back space ventures at $1,000 minimums. Third, commodities. Platinum and nickel, key asteroid metals, are traded on exchanges like LME. Gold's up 22%, but platinum's undervalued. For Norway and Switzerland, your pension funds are already in. Norges Bank holds $2 billion in space-related stocks. Australia, your mining giants like BHP could pivot to asteroid tech. But beware, space stocks are volatile, with 30% drawdowns common. History gives us clues. In the 1960s, the Apollo program cost $150 billion in today's dollars, but birthed GPS and semiconductors. Today's space race is private, not government-led, with 10 times higher ROI potential. Look at Musk. SpaceX's $1 billion valuation in 2010 is now $200 billion. But failures happen. Bezos's Blue Origin lost $500 million on a 2024 engine test. Hedge funds are hedging. 70% of space VC is in early-stage firms, per pitch book, spreading risk. For retail investors, diversification is key. Don't bet the farm. Allocate 5 to 10% to space, balancing with bonds or gold. In Canada and France, tax-advantaged accounts like TFSAs or PEA can hold ARKX. Denmark, your ATP fund's $1 billion aerospace bet is a model. The lesson? Patience pays, but only if you're smart. What's next for 2025? Trends to watch. Space tourism will hit $10 billion revenue, per UBS, with Virgin Galactic planning 400 flights. AI satellites will drive $20 billion in data sales. Think Palantir's space pivot. Crypto's wildcard, $90,000 Bitcoin could fund space ventures, but US regulations might crash altcoins. Real estate? Lunar land sales are a gimmick, but space stations could be $100 million condos for the elite. Hedge funds are rotating into space debt, with 8% yields on rocket bonds. Private jets? Space shuttles are the new Gulfstream, with $5 million charters in testing. So, is space the next bubble or a wealth empire? Drop your take in the comments. If this got you hyped, smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more billionaire moves, hedge fund secrets, and wealth hacks. Hedge and Haven's got your back. Stay sharp, stay wealthy. See you next time.